I've been doing wedding videography now under Created by Cal since 2022, and initially when I started, I was really happy with the way things were going. My prices were really affordable because I was starting out, and I was so fortunate because I was getting recommended by lovely photographers that were spreading my name, and things were going well. I had about 15 bookings in my first year of starting, and I felt great. I felt on top of the world. And I realized since being sat down looking at my bookings in November, how much I was relying purely on things like luck and posting the odd Instagram reel here and there, and relying, riding off the back of really, really lovely people helping me. Because in November, I realized for 2026, I had 0 bookings. And I know that's still quite a far way away, but in terms of this industry, you kind of want some work lined up and know the inquiries are coming in, but I was getting nothing. And I was really confused because I was comparing myself to other videographers in the industry around my price mark of starting at about £2,000. And I was worrying what I was doing wrong, if that makes sense, because I knew my work was decent. I felt like I could charge that much. I didn't want to necessarily reduce my rates. And I was really trying to figure out, and I realized that I kind of need to take control of the business myself, and get bookings my own way. So I decided to redesign the website and have almost like a funnel where I could get couples onto my website. And a lot of them are just browsing. They don't necessarily want to have to type out a massive inquiry form, So I gave the option of a brochure download where couples could just type in the email and the name and their wedding date and whatnot. And I'll send them a brochure with all the details that they need to know about me and prices. But with that, I got their contact information. So then I was able to follow up. And I did a paid boost, a boosted Instagram ad, which for what I read is probably the worst way of doing it when you have things like targeted meta ads and whatnot, rather than just a simple boosted ID post. But that worked so well because when I was sat there in November, I had about 3 cancellations for 2025. What the amount of bookings that I like to have for a year is I'm hoping for would be about 25 weddings. And I was at about 15 at that point. And with 0 in 2026, I was crapping it. And that boosted Instagram post, I was able to get loads of eyes onto me, which I wasn't really able to have before. And from all those impressions on the Instagram boosted post, which I was only putting about a tenner a day in, I then got about 1,000 website clicks with about 130 brochure downloads. And from that, I am now 1 away from being fully booked in 2025. And I've got 9 bookings for 2026. And it feels great. It feels like I've taken control of the business myself. And I feel like I can dictate the bookings that I can get. And I wanted to make this video because I know a lot of other people would feel what I was feeling, of maybe not wondering why they weren't getting the bookings. They feel like they're good enough to get the clients. Why isn't it happening? And I know a lot of people probably feel like that. And once I decided to just figure it out for myself and try something new and invest in myself in some way. I remember a quote that I read when I first started videography in general was, "Don't expect anyone to invest in you if you're not willing to invest in yourself," which has always resonated with in some way. And it was a great excuse to buy my first batch of equipment with that. But I decided to invest in Instagram ads, and that's returned out. And I feel like I did that. That's me. So this video is for anyone in this industry or just an industry in general that, where you have to put your face and your name out there to the world to get people to book you, that it is possible. I'm not saying I did it the perfect way. And again, I could have got very lucky around the time of January with the people booking weddings too. But I'm sure if people tried and just put an ad out there, because if you think about any other company, they're always marketing themselves. You always see their ads in front of your face. And I realized that I need to get my face in front of these people too. And it worked. If you have a good funneling system to get people interested in you, then it's possible. Just keep following people up. That's what I did. If they didn't respond initially within, maybe a week, I'd follow up. And some couples just forgot to respond to me. And then I thought, how many bookings have I lost out on because they just forgot to respond to me? And yeah, so I feel confident. And I just wanted to share that story with other people that maybe this would resonate to, and they can look at trying something like a boosted Instagram post or whatnot. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well, having a good season booking so far. Let me know what other videos you like. If you like this type of video, I feel like more just sitting down, just rambling and talking about how I'm feeling about the industry is not necessarily just interesting maybe to a couple of you, but it's good for myself just to get off my chest. But yeah, thanks.